And welcome back here to Guillotines and Guitar Studio here in Hartsville, South Carolina.
Welcome back.
We're doing a live show tonight. Uncut, raw, can't take backsies. Whatever's said is said. God help us.
Hey, speaking of welcome back, Chris, welcome back. Somebody.
Man, so we have a special host, not a guest.
Special guest.
Our host is back from Canada, Carol Gainey. Congratulations,
Carol back.
Coming back.
Hey,
Coming
man.
back to see us.
I'm glad you brought your the temperature down here with you,
I
too.
know.
It sure is cold outside.
It is.
Sweltering. Anyway, got a great show for you tonight. And tonight, we're talking about guillotines. We're talking about the Mothman and all the crazy stuff. I watched it today, and I tell you, I got some information for you.
I can't wait.
You're going to be spitting some knowledge.
Spitting some knowledge about the Mothman.
You're going to be spitting.
No, you didn't. You
Yes,
didn't
he
just
did.
hawk Tui. Yes, he did.
Do it again, Scott.
I asked you were going to be spitting knowledge. You said, yes, I am.
And for guitars, we are talking about live stream music, how it changed the industry. Does it work for you? Does it work for the artist? Bad, good? What you think about it? So that's what we're talking about tonight. Hope everybody's been doing all right. Hope you've been keeping up with us. Go to our YouTube page. Make sure you pull up that subscribe button and hit it. Make sure you hit the like button, the bells, the rings, the dings. Share us. Yes.
All
Oh,
that.
man.
And just
Carol, good to see you, buddy.
It's good to see you.
All right. So let's go ahead.
Nope, we got our shots. We
Yeah,
got to
doing
do.
libations.
I thought we were going to spin the coin first.
That's what I said. We're going to spin this coin first. Let's see where we are, Scott. Ready? And go. And we are
No drum roll.
guitars.
Guitars.
We're talking about live stream. What has it done for the industry? Is it good? Is it bad? Do you like it? Do you not?
Starting this segment off, whether we have to do our libations, just like you just said, starting this segment off, how about Twisted Shots, Sex on the Beach?
Sex on the beach. Got sand all
That's
over it.
another thing that goes with hot tour.
Yeah.
That's going to be all over this tonight.
Yeah. That's a nice little thingy. It's peeling. Peeling.
peeled off
Look at
good.
there. Scott's on it.
You know what?
He is all over it.
You know what? Peeled so easily.
Because he spit on it before.
Cheers, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on, I just got back here and mine's actually torn. I got
Oh, my God.
I got sabotaged. I haven't even touched it yet.
Why is
He
it?
got Scott.
Is there sand really on it?
Look at this.
Yeah, sex on the beach.
Look at that. The whole thing. Hold on, the sides coming apart.
Give him,
Oh, my
give him a
God. Come
Capri
on,
Sun. Give him a Capri Sun. Let's get it over with.
This is ridiculous. I should
Get him one of them pointy straws.
God almighty.
have looked at these before I handed them out and make sure I got my
He
own.
needs 2 straws so we can stick them in each side.
All right.
All right, here
Here's the guitars and Carol. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I almost spit my drink out. That was on time right there.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit. I was prepared. I choked myself up.
All right. Let's get this. We turning a ride already. Live stream music.
Streaming platform.
Streaming platforms. We went from CD, we went from 8-tracks, deck tapes,
What?
Vinyl.
vinyls,
Cassette tape.
cassette. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you can
Vinyl
just
records.
press a button on your phone.
Is it good for
Buy
the industry? Does it hurt the artist?
I
Is
tell
it-
you what I don't like about it. There's less music videos out nowadays, and I don't like that.
You think so?
Well,
I think so.
I don't
I
think
think
the
there's
music's
more.
there.
I think the
there's
video is
probably
still
more.
there.
I think, in fact, actually, I wanted to say Def Leppard just released a new song today, and I didn't before hearing the song.
I saw their little thing
Before
on
hearing
Facebook.
Before
about it.
hearing the song, there was a video.
Yeah, so I
I'd
think
never heard knew the song was out.
I don't think it's video. Videos are still
Did
out
I
there.
say not say that was my opinion?
And we're making sure that you know that your opinion was wrong.
But old Lars Earl, man, do you think Napster was like one of the first live streaming things?
Is that a sea creature? Urchin, like an urchin?
Well, no, Napster wasn't a streamer though. Napster, you were downloading, and I mean, obviously, you were downloading illegal, but they weren't getting paid at all.
Yeah.
So there's no record of how many downloads they got.
Hint says streaming. So okay,
I think that ushered in streaming
All the platforms. It was
kind
the
of
start
the
of
platform too.
Well, the internet, the internet did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to me, I like that going out buying a CD, actually owning something. When you open it up and you have the CD booklet, you can look through it while you listen to the music.
pop up pictures,
Not
coloring
pop-up
areas.
picture, but it's got all the lyrics in there, and it's got pictures of the band, and it's also got their thank yous and like the what they play, the amps, their guitars, the drums, cymbals. They thank all these different companies, and I like doing that. Seeing some of my favorite bands, what instruments they played, what amps they played, what drums they played, what cymbals they used. I like looking at all that and being able to see it. I like having something, tangible, something you could hold in your hand and look at it. And with streaming music, you don't own it. I guess with Spotify, you pay
No, you're paying a subscription,
which you have all the
goes to some of that goes to
but you have all this vast library of music that you can listen to, but
You can buy.
at any time, Spotify can end up going bankrupt or what, and not being a company, and then all that music you had access to is gone. To me, I like owning the music. Whether I buy, and I still use an iPod, which is ancient in the day's world, but.
Your tractor has a iPod hookup in it.
Yeah, it does. It does.
It's got air conditioning in
So
the
do you-
tractor.
But I mean, I have an iPod. I have all my music that I paid for on there, and also I have the hard copy backups. I have CDs, in my house stacked up that is actually my music that I own that I can listen to anytime I want to. I don't ever have to worry about it going away. I mean, unless they have like a house fire or somebody breaks in and steals everything. But other than that,
Chuck ain't gonna let that
Jeez,
happen.
you
Other than that,
crazy
it's-
on that one.
other than that, it's my music. I own it.
Well, let me ask you something. You think
That's
artists?
one thing I don't like about streaming is
So do you stream a lot of music?
I don't stream any music.
Then why are you even talking about this? You shouldn't be allowed to talk at all.
That's what.
Do you think the artists lost or saved money by just streaming their music?
I think they're losing
No,
big time.
do you know what they're making on like what a stream average kind of pays?
It's
Look
not.
at this list. All right, so Pandora pays per stream 0.00133 cents. Let's see if I can find like who's the biggest. Amazon Music. Let's go back. Apple Music is the highest payer on this list that I have right here. Apple Music pays the artist 0.008 cents for
mean,
every
what is
for every
that?
stream.
How many do you
But
have to
that's-
do to make a penny?
Well,
Well, and then you got to separate it between, but they also is going to be cut between whatever they get when they send it in, or whenever they, whoever
record
the different
label,
places they have to pass it through. Yeah. So
Yeah.
then, but by the time it gets to the
to
band,
the
and
artist, it's. I think when we were going to do this topic, I went back and looked, and I think the average, and I'm not exactly sure, but I think per million streams will gross the artist like $40. You got to have 1 million streams in order to get $40.
yeah, but so there are benefits, and we'll get to those in a minute. There are benefits to the streaming, but like you said, as far as money goes, no, the artists
Yeah.
aren't making a whole lot of money on the streams, especially like from where it starts, and then it still has to be cut before it even gets to
Yeah,
them.
well, no, and like you said, yeah, there are a lot of benefits as far as you can, an
Reach people.
artist can reach, a lot bigger audience than they ever could before. You know, I mean,
Right.
you can have people who discover your music that didn't have this type of platform where they could. So, I mean, you as an artist, you have a chance of growing that much bigger. But still, to me, I don't know. I'm not there with the streaming. I
I know,
mean,
yeah, you don't even stream,
and-
but tell us all about it.
but I mean, I know a lot of people do, and you know, to me, I'm like, you know, to each their own. You know, people who love to stream, stream away.
There's a bunch of benefits to it, and so I have a little list here. One is increased accessibility, which is similar to what you're saying. So people are able to find it easier on different platforms. So that if they only do Amazon or they only do Spotify, only do Apple, whatever the different ones, they can get it one way or another. And like you said, if one goes down, there's another one to do it. New revenue streams, algorithmic personalization. So your apps are these apps know what you're listening to, what kind of stuff you search for, what kind of stuff you play the most. And so when it has, just like YouTube has a recommended based on the stuff that you watch, here's some stuff that we think you might like. So they reach a new audience that way. Whether it's the same genre of music or something different or just something semi-related, they reach a new audience in that manner. Data-driven decisions. So artists can now examine the performance of their newly released songs almost immediately, so they can live track how something's doing. Before, when they were just putting an album out, it's put it out and let's wait however long, I don't
6
know,
months,
a few days, a month, weeks, whatever, to find out how it actually did. But now, thanks to it being digital, they can actually see not only what songs sell the best, but who they sell the best to. Do they sell the best to people in the South, more people in the North or the West, or white, black, male, female? Like what's our demographic? And then they can kind of do what they can to aim everything else towards that to make more. And then they go out on tour and people buy the tickets, or now they're going back in time and buying vinyl more often than anything else. So the people that don't stream still can, like you, can still go buy an album somewhere. So they still sell the albums, but everything is, I guess, it's starting with stream. They stream everything first before an album comes out, right?
They do now. I think I read where like actual album sales being over CDs, vinyl, any type of way you can buy music other than streaming is like down from like 2000. It's down like, I think, I don't know, 48%. I mean, almost half. Wow. I mean, from people actually buying the music, I mean, because
they don't have to.
It's so readily available. You don't have to now. And I see the upside in that, for me, that's not for me. That's not what, like I said, I like owning the stuff.
You want to be at Sam Goody's at 11:30 at night at album release, standing in line, excited.
I used to be, but
excited.
Is Sam Goody's even a store anymore?
I doubt it. It's probably not a thing anymore.
Yeah, it's actually, there's one still open in I think it's Florence, but there's right beside Blockbuster.
So do you watch a lot of videos, Scott? YouTube videos?
Yeah.
So you are streaming some.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
He is.
that's a
A lot.
good point there.
I was just wondering. It was just a question.
Yeah.
that
Well,
too.
with videos.
Do you think the artists, like especially the old artists, it took the excitement of releasing the album out of it, like waiting? Let's see how our work did.
I think so,
And-
because I can remember, Metallica's Black Album for one thing. I remember MTV had like their release party. They showed all the videos and all, where people standing in line at
Wait.
the music store at 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Because it was released on the August, I don't remember, 3rd or 4th, whatever date it was. And the night before the store opened up to start selling albums.
Standing in line.
And long lines of people out there waiting to buy the album.
You're
That was
right.
excitement.
That doesn't happen anymore. Yeah, that was a lot of people who had never heard the new music, and they like, I'm gonna go in there and buy my. And they had the camera showing people when they'd buy their CD or whatever, go out to their car and put it right in and jam it loud.
Just
This was like, all that's gone now.
that convenience,
doesn't.
that convenience of streaming is really good. I do stream. I can't talk on the subject because I do stream, but
Scott streams.
the convenience of it is great. Like, and another thing is playlists, and so artists can, like, when they submit their songs, they can submit to a playlist or submit to be access to by a playlist or whatever, however that works. But you can have a playlist. You've got a certain type of event going on. You don't have to do like we used to have to do and make a mixtape, and put it in. You can say, I want this kind of music, and there's your radio station, which is radio stations is another thing that got hit by this. And I got a lot of friends in the radio station. I'd like to actually have a talk. Maybe we could have them on one day and just say, like, what difference do you see? They're the authority on that subject, but I'd like to know what it actually does to radio in terms of because nobody likes to listen to a commercial. You've got the radio stations who rely on the commercials.
Well, they had to have it.
Yeah, they rely on the commercials to make their money. These streaming services, you pay a fee and you have no commercials.
Right. If you get the free, you'd still have commercials.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people like myself still get the free and listen to commercials.
Well, I'm not saying streaming is a bad thing.
I guess I just see both sides. I'm trying to see both.
Yeah, to me, my preference is I like to have that album in my hand, like when I'm listening to it. I mean, streaming has a lot of good things because, like you said, you can create like your own playlist from the whatever site you're using, and it'll play only that type of music you want. I mean, there's a lot of good things with streaming, but to me, I guess it could be the best of both worlds. I like having an actual hard copy of the music that I keep, and also, I guess you can use streaming services or whatever. But to me, I like having an actual CDs or vinyl or whatever, that actual thing I can hold and look at. And
I don't know if you've forgotten or not. We have a recording artist right here in the studio with us, Canadian recorded artist. And so the question I have to you have done CDs.
I have.
Right? You have done the CDs.
You are on Apple, right?
Yeah.
I am about on all of them.
So what is your take on actual having the CD? Is it better for you to give out CDs, or is your streaming? How does those compare?
So for me, it's streaming. So like the U.S. is probably the number one country for music, I would say, by far. And I could be wrong on that, but I think they are. But like, say with Spotify, for example, every year I can see what my number one country is. And I've been releasing music myself as a solo artist since 2018. The U.S. has never been my number one country, ever. Even though I'm from the U.S. The first time was Russia, but the thing was, like, I think my music was played last year.
So are you a Putin spy?
I'm not a Putin spy. But for enough money, I might be. But like last year, my music was played in 65 different countries just on Spotify. I could never reach that.
With CDs?
In the old days with CDs, yeah. And I do get CDs, and I'll give them out. I don't sell many CDs. Most of the time people ask, do I have any? And I just give them away.
And times have changed. I mean, so streaming is the number one way for people to get music now. And I get that it makes it easier for everybody to expand and be out there more. I'm saying as a consumer of music, what I like listening to, I like having an actual CD or
I got a CD
vinyl
in the car if you want one.
Well, Carol, he keeps those dinosaur CDs on the on hand for you.
I do have them made because that's what I'm used to. And the thing is like some promoters want CDs, but like with digital distribution, like Yangaroo and stuff,
they don't.
Basically, I just pick a package, I upload my music to it, and they'll send it out to whether it's college radio stations or whatever. They'll distribute it in seconds.
So in your opinion, as an artist, streaming is the way to go?
I'm not saying streaming is the way to go, but for me and most artists that
Well,
are unknown, streaming is very beneficial.
And I think so too. But you also got to look at it. Is it for an artist? Is it the streaming? Is it? I can see you could reach a lot more people as far as making money. Artists don't make much money at all with streaming. They make very little.
Yeah, no, that's what I was just getting to. Like, so streaming is not where they're getting their money from. It's got to be from ticket sales. And they're going on tour and merchandise and
the thing
and
is,
then the albums too, because they do still make them. They're still making the CDs or albums or whatever. But
and if you get popular enough, it's like TikTok or any other platform. Like people will pay for commercials, like
And that's
on your you can look at Carol Gainey on iHeartRadio station.
listen to that plug.
Spotify radio station or whatever.
What is this advertisement now? We
No.
free advertisement on this
It's
show?
not advertisement, but
I know, don't go to TreyDavisPhotography.com.
Trey Davis photography. But commercials, like if you get popular enough, more people will pay bigger money for commercials on your station. That's where. But you're right. Like if I sell a song, it's 99 cents, and basically I get 69 cents, and the artist. And even like Amazon will make CDs. I don't have to do anything, just pick whatever graphics I want. They ship it out, they sell it, If they
That's
sell it
so
for,
much different than it used to be.
If they
Yeah.
sell
Yeah.
it for $12, I might get 3 off of it.
Well,
They
that's
got
what
the
I was about to
rest.
say.
Remember disc makers?
Yeah.
You ever used them back in the day? We did.
How many people did this hurt though? Packaging, packaging.
Well, but they're still,
This is
but
why
they're
you
still
don't
making them, though.
see
Yeah,
music
they're still
stores
making them, but
anymore.
like I
You
said-
don't see music stores anymore because of the
Yeah.
streaming.
Well,
and
they're-
I miss the music stores.
Yeah, the only music stores you have now to buy CDs and albums is like Target and Walmart.
your big
and,
box stores.
And the,
Right,
and the
things like that.
7-Eleven next door, he's got a whole rack of them right there.
He does.
Yeah, but nobody's ever heard of the whatever he's got.
But it hurts so many people,
Yeah.
and it just killed. How do I want to put this? It killed the excitement of getting the music. I guess I'm going to say.
Well,
Well,
I
that's
don't
what
think
Scott-
it
that's what
killed it.
Scott was
I don't
saying.
think it killed. It
I
don't
remember-
kill the excitement because people have it. It's a taste.
It was a
when
summer
it comes
day.
out, they have it.
Significant other
And they
just come
still
out,
wait on it.
and I've been saving money for this.
It
You're-
killed the anticipation of a new album coming out. I guess.
Yeah, like I was saying, that's all I could think about today at school. Me getting off, going to Sam Goody, and getting Limp Bizkit's new album. Yeah, getting Limp Bizkit's new album, Significant Other, and getting a T-shirt with it, and rocking that thing all day long. And it was. You can't explain it unless you was there that day or in that time getting a new CD that you really want.
How many days in a row did you listen to that CD?
Man, I tore that thing up, boy.
How many days in a row did you wear
That's what
that
he had to do
T-shirt?
to it. It quit playing. He was like, "Wow."
I listened to
Put it
that
back in
thing
there.
for days.
How many days in a row did you wear the T-shirt?
Probably 2. I wore it inside out the next day. It's an Imp Biscuit. Or
Biscuitville.
Biscuitville.
Biscuitville. No, Biscuitville wasn't around back then.
But so I guess all in all, yes, streaming did the music industry. I don't know, man.
It's good.
Because-
It's bad.
Yeah,
It
that's what I was
changed
saying. There's
drastically.
there's
I
lots of
guess
pros
the-
and cons. It depends on what angle you're looking at it
I
from.
guess the labels had to change their ways too, of way they produced it and digitally, they had to get rid of the reels, they had to get rid of all that stuff. And
So, but in reality, you're not really a big
Well, that's
fan of the streaming, right?
no, I stream like hell, man. I stream.
Well-
I was just streaming while you was talking a minute ago.
Right, because if you think about it, our podcast relies on streaming.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah, but we don't make any money. We're not even in that 0.00 thing.
No.
We rely on sponsors. So thank you to our sponsors. We have some great sponsors. Chris, you want to talk about our sponsors
our
real quick?
sponsors are great. We got Shane's Tire. We got Wings
Who's
and
been
Nail.
there from the beginning?
Yeah, Wings and Nail. J. Michaels. We have Burgers on Wheels. Those are our sponsors.
So
and-
that's how we are able to put this show on.
Yep.
We do not rely on any money that for our listeners that are on Spotify and iHeartRadio and Apple Radio right now, or all the other different platforms that we're on. You aren't paying us. You aren't helping us at all. I mean, I'm just kidding. You are, because we do rely on on you showing up and listening. So we appreciate that. But we don't make any money from our streaming that we do. So that's why I had to throw the sponsor part in there.
That was I like what you did there. That was pretty good.
You're welcome. This is my first time ever doing this kind of stuff.
Trey always on top of everything. There we go.
But what
Gotta do
was
that.
it? I mean, that was it. Mars Music in Florence.
Mars Music.
This is Mars Music. I enjoyed that place too.
Mars music.
Yeah, you don't remember at the mall? Well, it wasn't
It was
at the
called-
mall. It was adjacent to it.
No,
Yeah.
I remember Rays and Rays 2.
That was
That's in Hartsville.
Rays 2 was in Florence. though.
Florence.
Yeah. But,
Mars Music. What I was talking about, right?
I don't remember. I'm sure I've been there, but
It was
I don't
over there
remember.
where Bath and Beyond.
Mars Music was in Columbia.
So you
That
would
might be
come
what
out
I'm
of
talking
Bath and Beyond.
What
and
was,
hit Mars.
Oh,
You're talking about in Florence over there.
Little strip mall.
Yeah, that was.
What was it?
don't
And
know.
it was an occult too, because they had a lot of occult stuff
Was
in
it
there
what?
too.
In a cold.
It had a lot of
A lot of what?
Kool-Aid.
books and stuff like that. You know, like fiction, and
You had to spit on.
I
that
call
thing.
it a cult store.
How is that a
Fiction?
a cult store? It has books. That makes it a cult store.
Yeah.
that's why.
cult.
That's why he's never been around books, because he thought it was a cult.
Oh, you talking about Books A Million?
No.
Books. Oh yeah, Books A Million.
But
you go.
anyway, I miss the CDs. I miss the reveals. I
But they're
miss
still out there.
where
You can go on eBay. I mean, there's a lot of websites you can go buy
Ray's
CDs.
Behind Roses was hanging on, man. They hung on as long as they could, and my hat's off to them, because I
Hey.
went there just about every week.
I think they hung on till he passed away, didn't
They sold
think so, yeah.
drumsticks. They sold
I used to-
guitar strings.
I used to go in there for guitar strings. It was either there or Robert's Pawn Shop in town. I used to
Yeah.
get some strings
they?
back
You
in
had
the
to
day.
negotiate with Robert.
They even had that little booth in the back. You know what I'm saying? You know, the little private booth. You had to be 18 to go in there.
Yeah, they had that. They also sold the metal magazines too.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of that went on.
But all right. Well, we're running out of time. Shit's going off rails.
Imagine that.
Oh, that was a good show. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I hope
That was
you,
a good
I
segment.
hope you had your brains was just
Yeah.
sponging the information in.
That
We
wasn't a show. That was a sediment.
Settlement.
We did have a lot of viewers on here, and we had several comments, and I didn't get to all the comments. I appreciate myself on behalf of the whole crew. We appreciate all the viewers that we had on this live show. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, go ahead and do what you have to do. And Chris, tell them what they have to do.
All you got to do is go on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, that dingy, hit that thumbs up. Don't you hit the thumbs down. I'll find your IP address. I'll find you.
You know what? Every time you say that, I worry that now people are going to hit the thumbs down
You're right. He's
on
he's
purpose.
coaching them into
So
it.
all of our
See if I can find them.
yeah. So I don't know. Maybe don't say that.
Yeah, maybe say if they want to hit the thumbs down to keep it to themselves. Maybe
Tell them if they hit the thumbs up, you will find them.
How about if you hit the thumbs up? No, I'm not bribing anybody.
Thank you, everybody, for coming on and hanging with us tonight. Thank you so much to our sponsors. Can't do nothing without you. This is Guillotines and Guitars. We'll see you next time.